Hi all of you. So I'm going to continue GST class 2. Before that, I told you already in GST class 1 what is tax and types of taxes and what is GST. Okay, what is direct tax, what is indirect tax. And also I told you the journal entries. So without a tax, generally how we record the journal entries without a tax. Next I told you with the record, means with the tax, how can we record the journal entry. Okay, next I told you the journal entry with IGST and HGST, CGST. Now I'm going to explain how to execute the GST postings for the purchase and sales in SAP. Okay, today I'm going to cover what? How to record the purchases with the GST and sales with the GST. So that is local purchases and also as well as so non-local purchases. The same way, how to process the local sales and also non-local sales in SAP. Okay, today focus on GST class 2. So I'm taking the total 4 types of scenarios in GST class 2. Okay. So scenario 1 that I'm taking, post the vendor invoice. What is that? Post the vendor invoice. Okay, by using the T code B60 and the tax code is what? I1. What is the tax code is what? I1. So here, before going to record the transactions with the GST in SAP, first what we have to do? The first step, what is that? You have to activate your tax procedure. Means we have to assign our company defined, means our whatever the tax procedure that we define in our company code, that is what RVINTX. So this tax procedure RVINTX we have to assign to what? Country India by using the T code word, that is OBBG. Very simple. Before going to start the recording, the postings in SAP with the GST, what you have to do. So go to the T code OBBG. There we have to assign the tax procedure RVINTX to the India country. Okay, just look at here. So I'm getting login into the SAP. Now we are in where SAP Easy Access screen. So here just enter the T code OBBG. And here it is showing different types of countries. So just go to the position. So means in simple way, you can call it as a find button. So click on position button, enter the country IN. And here you have to give the tax procedure. So sometimes you may see the different types of tax procedure which are created by some other users in their company codes. So in our company code, so that we created the tax procedure code, that is what? RVINTX. Don't get confused, take this one only. RVINTX tax procedure and click on save button. Click on, you can save the tax procedure. Simply what we did, we are assigning the tax procedure RVINTX to the country India. Now you can start posting the purchases and sales with the GST. So if you don't do this step, what will happen? The SAP is going to show the other kind of tax procedure, nothing but tax codes. Okay. So before going to start recording the transactions in SAP, first activate, means you have to assign the tax procedure RVINTX to the country India. Okay, by using the T code what? OBBC. Okay, next. So I'm giving total 4 types of scenarios. First, post the vendor invoice in local purchases. Local purchases means, so whenever we are purchasing, okay, within the state only. When transaction is happening, that is buying and selling is happening within the state, then you can call it as a local purchases. So to record the local purchases, use a T code, use the tax code as I1. Okay, to post the vendor invoice, the T code is FB60 and tax code is I1. And next one is non-local purchases. What is a non-local purchases? Means when transaction is happening, when buying and selling is happening between 2 different states, then take the what? IGST. So here also to post the vendor invoice, the T code is what? FB60. So when we are purchasing goods, what is that is from different state. So then take the tax code as a what? I2. Which one I2? Tax codes are also important. So I1 for SGST, for input SGST and CGST, you can take a tax code I1 at the time of processing the vendor invoice in SAP, that is in FB60 screen. The same way, so whenever you are taking the input IGST, then take the tax code as a what? I2. Slowly you will get understand at the time of processing the vendor invoice in SAP. The same way you can take posting the customer invoice. So whenever we are selling goods to the which one, that is within the state only, then take the tax code I3 as the output SGST and CGST. In case if our company is selling goods or something to the what different state, then take the tax code as I4. So there, which tax will come? IGST means which one? Output IGST. In previous class, I told you already what is input tax, what is output tax, again input SGST, CGST, input IGST, input output SGST and CGST, output IGST sales. Okay. So before going to attend this class, that is class 2, all of you please watch the class, that is class 1 of GST. You will get more understanding. Now let's try to execute the situation 1, scenario 1. Post the vendor invoice by using the T code FB60 and take the tax code as a I1. First get login into the SAP, and next one, open the new window, click on new GUI window. Again, we open one more SAP window, that is SAP as a screen. Here you can enter the T code FB60. FB60 here. So in header data area, means in basic data, first you have to select your vendor. Click on search button and select your vendor by filtering the with company code RV12. Our company code is RV12. And one more important point, all SAP end user candidates. So before going to post the entries in SAP, make sure that you are in the right company code or not. So if it is not showing you, that is the company code RV12, click on the company code button and enter your company code as a RV12. For example, if it is showing KKSD company code, so that is the wrong company code. Our what the practice that you are doing in which company code RV12 only. So in case if anyone is getting the wrong company code, then click on the company code button. Means you can click on switch company code button. Here you can enter your company code. But now already it is showing the right company code. So no need to change. Now select the vendor in the company code RV12. Click on search button and again click here. So there are 4 vendors are there. I'm taking the vendor as a what? Ravi. Okay, our company code is RV12 and we are purchasing some service or something so and so from the vendor Ravi. And press enter button and give the invoice date and posting date. Again press enter button. Next one, come to below, select. So let's assume we are purchasing some expenses. Means we are purchasing some service. That is what? Expenses. So simply you can take it as what? Purchase account. It can be any kind of purchases. Simply you can take the which account here as of now, purchase account. Click on the search button. And next one, there are different accounts are available, but you can take the which account now as of now, that is purchase account. This one. So take the purchase account should be debited. I'm giving the amount as a 1 lakh. And right side I'm giving. So this is what line item area and this is what header data. Under the header data area, under the basic tab, you can give the invoice date and posting date, select the vendor. And here in line item area, select your GL account, that is purchase account. And if this account is going to get debit, and next one is give the tax code. Here I mentioned which tax code that you have to take now. I1. What is the press I1. Okay. Click right cell, give the cost center also. Give the cost center as a RBFC. Press enter button. Okay, now go to header data area. Now select the which one? I1. And next one is give a tick mark in where calculate tax. Which one? Calculate tax. Now, how much amount we entered here? 1 lakh. With the tax, the total amount it is going to show how much? No, 1,12,000. And back end, so I said percentage is 12%. So 12% and 1 lakh it is going to show now 1,12,000. So copy this amount here and paste here 1,12,000. Again, press enter button. Press enter. Now click on simulate. Okay, you can ignore the yellow warnings. You can press enter button. Now you can look it. So before going to post this invoice, you can simulate and you can cross check which account is going to get debit and which account is going to get credit. Now you can look at here, purchase account debited with 1 lakh, input SGST 6,000, debit, input CGST, debit 6,000. The total is 1,12,000 debit side. And credit side, vendor posting key is 31. And the total amount is 1,12,000. Now total debit equal to what? Credit. So this is how to post the what? Vendor invoice with the tax code I1. Right? That is local purchases. Now click on post button. That's it. Okay. So scenario 1 completed. Next one, situation 2 you can take. This is what? Non-local purchases. Non-local means when we are purchasing from the different state. So then here we have to take what? IGST. So previously for local purchases, we have taken input SGST and CGST. And also you can look at right side, this entry will come after recording the situation 1. Okay. And after recording this situation 2, so Ravi account should be debited, sorry, credited, purchase account debit 1 lakh, and input IGST account debit 12,000 to Ravi account credit 1,12,000. You can look at the posting. Posting key 40 means for the GL it is a debit. So purchase account debited, input IGST account debited, and Ravi account credited because the posting key is 31 for the vendor. Now look at how to process it. This post to the vendor invoice for the non-local purchases. So I'm not going to cover anywhere here a configuration part. Just I'm going to explain you only end user part and how to process how to record the transactions in SAP that is related to our taxes, tax on purchases and sales. Okay. So again, go to the enter vendor invoice screen, means we can go to FB60 screen. Already we are in enter vendor invoice screen. Okay, now again select your vendor. Again, I'm taking the same vendor, that is Ravi, and press enter button and give the invoice date and press enter button. Next one is come to here, select your GL account. So I'm selecting the purchase account. I already know the purchase GL account number is what? 3,05,000. If you don't know, just click on search button and select the purchase GL account. And this account should be debited. And the amount I'm taking again, same amount 1 lakh. Now I'm taking the tax code. You can click on search button. There are different tax codes are there. As of now, only 4 tax codes are active. That is I1, I2, I3, I4. You can don't take the one that is I5. Take the I2 now. Okay. Click right side here and give the cost center. That is RVFC and press enter button. And again go to header data. Select your tax code, that is I2. And next one is now here the amount how much I entered 1 lakh. So whenever you click on and now the balance here is showing how much amount 1 lakh that I have to enter. So after clicking on calculate tax, now it is going to show 1,12,000. Okay, enter the same amount 1,12,000 and press enter button and click on simulate. Enter. So if you get anyway warning with yellow color, you can ignore them. Just you can by pressing the enter button, you can go to the next stage or next step. So now you are in where? Document simulate stage. So once again look at which account is going to debit. Purchase account debit with 1 lakh. The tax code is I2. Same again, input IGST is 12,000 because the tax percentage is 12,000. The backend I set. And the vendor account, that is Ravi account, is going to get credit 1,12,000. the total debit balance equal to a credit balance. Now click on post button. Document posted. So this is situation 2. Next, we can move to the what? That is sales related. Situation 3. Post to the customer invoice with a T code is what? FB70. Here, a tax code you can take it as I3 for local sales. For what? Local sales. And for non-local sales, you can take the tax code as I4. Again, go to SAP screen, take the new window, enter the T code FB70, and select your customer. Click on search button. And I told you already, before going to process these documents, first look at the company code. Are you in your right company code? Means in your company code or not. As of now, our company code is what? RV12. If it is showing any other wrong company code, click on switch company code button and enter your company code. Okay, now we are in a correct company code, that is RV12. Here now, enter customer invoice screen, select your customer, click on search button, again give it, and select your customer, Kiran. Press enter and give the invoice date. So almost all you are going to process the same like as a vendor invoice. Okay. Now we are taking over customer invoice. So give the invoice date and posting date and come to below and click on search button, means a line item area that you can select the what sales account. So these many accounts are created under the company code RV12. Now take the sales account. I'm taking the what sales account. It can be service sale, it can be any kind of sale. This account should be get credited. Enter the amount as the 1 lakh. And now you have to take the tax code as a what? I3. I3. And give the cost center is RBFC. And go to header data area, means in basic data tab. Here you can take the tax code as I3. Press enter button. How much amount I entered here? 1 lakh. Again, select the tax code I3. Click on press enter button. Click on where? Give a tick mark and where? Calculate tax. Press enter. Now enter the amount here, 1,12,000. Press enter. Again press enter. You can ignore the yellow warning messages. Now click on simulate. Again press enter. Press enter till you get the simulate document screen here. Now before going to save this transaction, look at here. Which account is going to get debit and credit? Total sales account is going to get credit. First Kiran account is going to get debit 1,12,000. To sales account 1 lakh. To output SGST account 6,000. To output CGST account 6,000. Total is 12%. The 12% divided into what? SGST and CGST 6%. Is 6,000, 6,000. Now click on post button. Again press enter. Now the document so and so was posted in the company code RV12. That's it. It is situation 3 or scenario 3. Next one is scenario 4 for non-local sales. For what it is? Non-local sale. Again take the which screen? FB70 screen, that is customer invoice screen, non-local sale. And the tax code is what? I4. That is output IGST. What is that? For non-local IGST, for locals, SGST and CGST. Remember here. Right side, I have given the what? Simulate document also. So this screen that you have to get the time of simulating the document. These are all the screens. Again, go to SAP. Already I'm in SAP enter invoice, customer invoice screen. Okay, again now, check your company code and give the customer, select your customer number and enter your invoice date. Now come to line item area, select the word sales account GL number is this one and select the debit or credit. This account should be get credited. Enter the amount of 1 lakh and give the tax code as I4. Take the full screen of SAP and give your cost center as RVFC. press enter button. Again press enter and go to here. Select the tax code, that is I4, and click on calculate tax. Press enter button. Now give the amount 1,12,000 here. Press enter button. Enter. Click on simulate. Again press enter. Enter. So once again cross check. Ravi Kiran account is going to get debit because the posting key is 0 for the customer. And sales account. For the sales account is what? Credited. And output IGST is what? 12,000. The posting key is 50 means credited. So which account debited? Kiran account. Posting key is 01. And which account is going to get credit? Sales account and output IGST. That is 1,12,000. Now click on post button. Again press enter. Documents once was post in the company code RB12. So this is how to process the purchases and sales with the GST in SAP. Okay, total like about 4 types of scenarios of the purchases and sales. First one is what? Local purchases, and second one is non-local purchases. And to process the local purchases, take the tax code as I1. And for the non-local purchases, take the tax code as I2. And for the local sale, tax code I3 and tax code I4. Okay. And I told you already before going to post these all the documents in SAP. First, what you have to do, you have to assign the tax procedure. Okay, our customized tax procedure we have to assign to the what? Country India by using which T code? OBBG. Okay, so without assigning the what? Tax procedure to the India by using OBBG, then we cannot process all the documents. Because if you don't assign our tax procedure, then if they assign their tax procedure there, then you will get the tax code as per their tax procedure. You don't get your tax procedure, that is I1, I2, I3, I4, means our tax codes. Okay, I told you already how to assign the our tax procedure to the country India. Okay, and thank you all of you.